Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Oxygen Not Included. Also, why are you telling me about these things overheating when they've got nothing to do with me? So, as always, we have goals today. What do those goals include? Pretty simple. We are going to finish off our oxygen generation here. And it looks like we've almost completed it, because that's the very last temp shift plate that we need. And if that's ready to be made, it means we can break everything else around here, including all of this. Because simply put, I have no clue whether it deserves to belong. And I know I'm going to need to destroy it eventually. Excellent. Now, with that, I will then start being able to make the required room. But will I? Because I want ceramic to be able to build these things. How much ceramic do I need? Well, that's a good question. How much do I... Crap. What's the thermal difference between... Thermal conductivity, 2000. Okay. I have no idea if that's high or good, if that's good or bad. Let's look at aluminium for a thermal conductivity 20.5. Okay, so it's 2, not 2000. My bad. What about ceramic then? What is the conductivity of... Okay, that is a significant difference. I probably want the ceramic. So guys, get to work on that ceramic. And then... basically clearing up everything else that's here. Okay, so it looks like all of the meal lice has now been turned into lice loaf. Good. Glorious. That's the sort of stuff that we like to see. In addition, I should probably do that just so that it looks nice. You know? I can't. No one can dig the damn stuff. Didn't I get a new guy? Star. Yes, Star. Star, who's going to be the star of the show because she likes building and farming and ranching and all this stuff. And there is the setup, which we need for all of our gas pipes, for which we will use aluminium. Won't we? Yes, because it's got thermal conductivity of 20. And then the regular aluminium has thermal conductivity of 200. Shame I can only make this stuff out of high ore. What's wolframite like? For terms of conductivity. Out of interest. 15, so aluminium is actually better. To be fair, I don't even know where we keep aluminium in this place. We've almost made everything we need in order to keep everything nice and cold. It will take a bit of time, admittedly. And I'm sure these temp shift plates will help a fair amount as well. Quite honestly, as I say, so long as they don't use the water while they're wilting, I'm perfectly fine with a light bug being the light source for these little blossom blooms. I always thought they still use the water even when they're not lit. I'm learning a lot from this playthrough, honestly. If I can set the ceramic to priority 9, guys, just so that we can, you know, start making some. I suppose for the sake of quickening things up, everything that isn't directly touching here can be igneous rock. You know? Just because it's still got quite a lot of ability to insulate. Nothing... And I suppose we'll just be able to upgrade it over time, you know? What's this? A new package? Come on, I pressed the button. Welcome to the gentleman's thing. Are any of you worth my time? The answer is no. Which side needs dirt? 14 tons here, 12 tons over here. So logically it should go over here, because this one's got less. Then again, curative tablets. They could be useful. but I don't care about them. Almost as little as I care about these two idiots. Maybe once you stop, you know, building, you'll be able to make things that actually matter. Why are you scolding? Why are you guys heading down there? Because it's the closest source of igneous rock. You probably shouldn't head down there then. Should you? Ah, looky there. But what is this? Why is there water? It's because I swapped that, isn't it? That's why there's water. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll accept that. In that case, I'm going to need a bottle emptier there. Please. So that we can get rid of this water. Lovelace, I looked away for like 2 seconds and you've already picked everything up. Right. With this can exist. Meaning, Lovelace, you can now go pick up all of this. Please. In addition, I should probably set one of Lovelace's priorities to cooking. Wow, you've got a fairly high cooking skill. Have you been cooking that much, Lovelace? Actually, that's not a surprise, given the fact you're the only one that can cook. We've got plenty of water in here. Which is good. That's what we like to see. We've got all this polluted water, which they've got so little to do, they are actually putting away without me having to tell them to do anything, which is nice. Over here, though, I'm still waiting on this kiln. Do I need to set the kiln to yellow alert? Where's the coal? There's coal. There. Okay, so basically all the coal is where it's exceptionally hot. Not actually that surprising when you think about it. In addition, I feel a need to turn this into conductive wire on the just in case. You know? If I want to do that, we are gonna need to make some more iron. If people want to do that, they'd better do work. Yes, I know, it's scalding down there, isn't it, guys? It hurts really bad and all that. Especially when you go from ice cold to ice to boiling hot in a very short span of time, right? I am definitely probably going to have to make a sick bed or something, aren't I? Cosman, if you need the toilet, use the toilet. I'm also still trying to balance this so I can find a flow of water in this little tube thing so it can constantly flow but doesn't cause too much of an issue. Or cause the water to run out, you know? How much iron do I have left? 175, so... There we go, perfect. That's the last of it. Where is Lovelace? Lovelace, you're storing materials. Okay, Lovelace. I am sorry. As much as you love tidying, which I'm sure you do, I am going to have to set cooking as your primary priority right now. Because this side is running out. In fact, has run out. The moment you run out of food to cook, that is when you'll be good. What's this side like for food? It has too much. Quite honestly, at this point, way too much. If anything, what this side needs is a better source of power. And we have a good source of power. It's called solar panels. Because we have this infinite dark sky up top, which we can use. And there's absolutely no reason not to. At all. But, if we want to do that, we need glass. And to get glass, we need a glass forge. I could just put the glass forge up here. That would work. Plus, it's really cold up here, so it would work as quite well, too. Plus, oxygen does actually flow up here. Yeah, I like this. I like that. I can do that. Glass forge. Boom. Power. How much power did this thing need again? The big amount, so it has to be conductive. Right. So if we do that, then we can apply the manual generator and the big battery. Colony lacks hard digger. Of course it does. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. None of you are worth my time. Go to hell. Star, I need you to learn your first ability so that you can get hard digging, so we can start getting a proper another person like you. Sunshine, you can get your improved farming, though. I don't know about you, Carmel. Frankly, I'm tempted to just give you the bonus extra sciences, just so that you can... You know, science. As for you, Vivian, you might as well start working on construction. The moment Star levels up, we will be able to just use Star to give us a lot more... Well... Alright. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. You are too hurt to do anything right now, Mr. Funky Charlie. So, if you would like to... Where can I build a medic room? Not really anywhere good I can build a medic room. Just build one down there. Alright, Funky Charlie. I'm going to put you to bed. There's not much else we can do until you guys start using the kiln. Right. Triage card. Okay, Funky Charlie immediately goes to it. Good man. Good man. What's he restoring at? 50 a day. So he should be back up on top in 2 days. Perfect. Wow, ceramic doesn't actually take that long to make. Does it now? Huh. It's almost as if we could have had things built and completed by now if you could be bothered to use the damn thing. Lovelace got a skill point. What can he use that on? Nothing, really. I really hate the fact that the top priorityness of the kiln makes it so that not only... I don't like the fact top priority makes it so that they leave the whatchamacallit. That they leave the triage cot. Because he needs to heal. I can't believe you guys let stuff rot. Raw ingredients rot. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so luckily there was no space exposure to be had up there. That's good. The moment this other stuff gets built, which they technically have no excuse not to build, have I set your priority to building? I have, but it's also to farming and agriculture and all that stuff. So for now, let me just set your priority to double building, so you can focus on that stuff. Which should hopefully also have you level up faster, so that you can get your hard digging. Gosman's making iron, good on her. But quite frankly, the iron is less important than the kiln right now. So, please stock up the kiln, Gosmond. Good girl, Gosmond. Let me guess, you're now going to go and try and find the coal. Oh, it's there. Ooh, there's tons of coal right here, which we can use as well. That way I don't have to send you to the dark pits of the hellscape. Man, Star, you really like to build, don't you? I give it a couple days before you can start digging the graphite or the granite and thus be able to dig everything else for us. I mean, you won't be able to build the obsidian. We do need Gosmond over in Gozito for that. In fact, I'm semi-tempted to send her there anyway. You're also doing pretty well for building in there, Gosmond. We'll say that as well. I think I heard a printing pod. Good day, and yes. I've been needing those. Haha. Oh-ho. Oh-ho, ha-ha-ha. Oh-ho, ha-ha-ha. Alright. None of you actually impress me, right? Yes, strength, creativity, dead in the water. Husbandry and agriculture. You're kinda good, but we already have about 2 people doing that now. So we don't need more than 2. At the moment. So yes, take the shine invent. Destroy the farm. So that's the plan. We take the farm station. We put it inside a storage bin when they're ready. Star, please, if you would. Thank you, Star. Still proving to be the star of the show. I mean, we technically have like 5 days to do it before we have an issue, so it's perfectly fine. You can take your time, but our algae is running out. That's a tad concerning. Still wish algae was renewable. You know? Right, critter egg, shine nymph egg. Priority now. Excellent. Now you can deconstruct it. Glorious. And now you can build, and now you, in its place, you can build that station again. Where is it? Farm station. There we go. Still need to do something about all this carbon. Star, you are so close to ranking up. I am keeping my eye on you. Until I see you. Center of attention. Feels like someone's watching over them. -5 stress per cycle. I didn't know that's a thing. So if I click follow cam on them, they take reduced stress. That's kind of interesting. You're going to be able to learn things now. Make things, break things for us. Including algae, which quite frankly we need as well, so that'll be nice. That ceramic is on 7, meaning we can very clearly make a couple more of them. Right? Dink-a-dinka. Glorious. Theoretically, there is now a complete circuit, and I can just lock it off. And besides, these are igneous rocks, so it's not like it matters. Particularly if I have to break it sometime. What will matter, though, is the fact I need some insulated, whatchamacallit. Some insulated piping, just so that this place over here doesn't overheat drastically from the sheer whatchamacallit of the pipes. All I need is 1, 2, 3 to go through it. So that will be another 12 ceramic. Excellent! We have a glass forge! Let us make a bunch of glass. How much glass did I need for one power thing? Wasn't it at 200? Yes, so 8 equals 1. I don't know if it actually requires an output. Liquid output. It probably does require an output. Yes, I know, it's cold up there, isn't it? That's the entire point, Star. Now, if we can get all this ceramic working, make all of it good and strong, we will be in a good position. And apparently, we have already made 1. Marvelous. I really don't know how to stop the liquid pipe from breaking, you know? I also love how we've got these deodorizers, but we have kind of just given up trying to deodorize Smellolin. I mean, it's got the name Smellolin. Clearly, it stinks. And being here is not a nice place, unlike Gozito. The gas pressure in this room is very, very small. But the fact it's 2 different gases is the problem. Because that means it'll take up 2 different slots, which could be hydrogen instead. You have been working well at making that ceramic. Has Gozito been working well at making its glass? Well, it made a 2nd. That's an improvement. Oh, and it did actually make it in the right place as well. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's... A plug slug. I could get a plug slug on this side of the this side, could I? Ooh, that doesn't sound too bad, actually. Now hold on a moment. There's not any metal or something in here, is there? Yes, there is. But I really need to find a place to dump the salt water, because the amount of it that there currently exists is kind of annoying. In the morning, someone needs to grab that aluminium and store it, just so that the plug slug doesn't eat it. Why is no one storing the aluminium? We can? Can you guys just not get... No, of course you can get there. Why is no one storing this thing? Oh, fine, screw it. If it wants to eat the small, tiny bit of aluminium, let it. Yeah, thought as much. How are you doing with your ceramic? Not too bad. Not too bad. We're getting places. It only took an hour. We have 100 kilograms of glass on this side now. Excellent. It's getting more. It's getting better. Soon I will be able to build a solar panel, which will produce 380 kilowatts, 380 watts of power. I don't remember how big they are. All I know is that we are making them. And then once we make them, we will have more than enough power in this place to fuel us, especially if we make the entire top layer entirely whatchamacallit. I'm also making more storage for the brine, just because you can never have too much. Oh my god, I fucking hate how much this crap leaks. Then again, it looks like the brine is literally boiling into just salt. Huh, it looks like this side's made some glass as well. I don't know how we have so little of it, though, compared to the other one, but I'm not going to even try to complain. Why is that overloading? That's right, Lovelace. Mop everything up. You'll get through it all eventually. The air's also getting much thinner down here, which is to be expected because we've lost the oxalite, which was generating said air. How you doing, Lovelace? Don't worry. I'll watch over you. You can feel happier and safer, knowing that the Parafox Archangel has chosen you to be watched over, just to ensure you don't peck up. And because of that, the ceramic... Oh, the ceramic's done. Oh, if the ceramic is done, then I can do that. No, I can't do that, because no one's turned this thing on yet, and we need the place finished. So someone make that. I'm pretty sure in here is finished. Oh no. Oh no. You have just become a giant, massive... 2 yellow alerts. Guys! Don't sleep! Fine. Sleeping doesn't last too long, and everything ran out of power anyway on its own. Perfectly fine, I suppose. Is it? No, not really. How did everything run out of power? And yet nothing else did. Oh right, because I disconnected this power grid. That's why. Well. I need a temporary fix then. For this. Someone make these 2 wires. In the meanwhile, welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. Are any of you worth my time? I'm going to probably say a big fat no. You could have uses, actually. May. Lindsay, not particularly. Nisbet's athletics. I won't take anyone that's got athletics. And then you offer me a hatchling, too. Well, you know what? I'll take the hatchling. I don't know where I'll take the hatchling, though. Probably here. It can be killed and cooked into food eventually. Good. You built that wire. Which means I can now connect it. Connect the grid. And immediately short-circuit all our power. Don't know what I expected. I feel like telling you to pause these 2 for now. At least the ceramic's down here ready now, though. How are we doing over here at Gozato? Oh, you've made most of the glass, meaning I can actually now make a solar panel. They are pretty big, though. How big are they? Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are 7 big. The size of the world is approximately 128. Divide that by 7 equals about 16, 17 solar panels. Potentially. But also removes the chance to have a rocket on this place. Hey, just keep making more glass and we'll make something eventually. When this room becomes a vacuum, I will destroy this gas pump. Because hopefully we won't get anything other than carbon in there. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. I don't know why I'm even doing this at this point. Alright. This thing has almost... This place has almost run out of air. Which is... It's in the micrograms or something now. Which is good for us to see. I'm slowly draining all of the brine out of this place. And storing it ready. I need to block off this section. I really do. Just so that people stop coming down here. You know what? There. If I do that, people will stop coming down here and getting themselves hurt. Right. This is now a vacuum. Meaning I can destroy that. No, that's not automatic priority. Destroy that. Destroy these. Because if I don't destroy them, it's probably going to keep whining at me that they break. In fact, I'm not even going to try and destroy them. I am just going to destroy that. Do I even need to destroy that? It's probably better if I destroy that. Now I think about it, compared to just breaking one of the wires. There we go. Right. No one should be allowed in that room anymore. In addition, I should probably finish locking off this room before I build the wires to the desalination, you know? There we go. Now this is probably gonna be quite a bit of power that we need on this side. Especially as everything runs off the same grid at the moment. But hopefully, I will eventually be able to disconnect these wires and this hydrogen generator will be able to fully, sufficiently load the entire thing. Also, I probably, now that I can, make something over here and just do that for now. We'll work out something better when we can breathe down there. Well, congratulations, you built the gas vent. Can you now build the pipes? That's max gas pressure. Oh, I haven't connected that bit yet. Right. Let's deconstruct this gas vent, please, and then I'll connect it up. The fact the oxygen's already cooled down quite significantly is quite nice, actually. I do worry about how well this place is going to be able to keep in the air, or the temperature, but let's go. I should now be getting air. You know, if they could make these goddamn pipes! Oh, they've already made it. Cool. Excellent. So, now, if I take a look here, oxygen should be nicely flowing out. Right? Starting to fill the place up with lovely, lovely oxygen. Awesome. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy, where we have finally discovered a way to breathe. Unfortunately, all of you are crap, because you all thought that one skill is enough to get you somewhere in life, when diversity is always the key and spice of life. I don't care if you're interested in excavation and husbandry, if you are in fact only qualified to study in cooking. Same for the rest of you to whatever else I can do with you, because I can't be bothered to think further. I'm taking the eggs, because they are at least useful in the form of food. Now then, here's the question. What temperature is all the oxygen? You're negative 9, negative 6, and you're 7. It's also kind of a bad thing to try and understand when we have so little ways. I need to make a better way to get power in this place, like now. Like now. So, until that thing, at the very least, has enough hydrogen in it. I mean, I was also admittedly tempted to make a gas pipe storage thing here for the hydrogen generator, but we'll see if we need it. We'll see if we need it. And if we do, I can easily like build under here and repurpose the entire thing. Right. Big thing though we need. Power. Power. Right. We have 2 issues left. Power on this side, because very simply there isn't any. Power and sending over the water. Now, the main thing I need to do to send over the water is basically just, dig out all this for a giant massive pit. Water pit that I can make. And also to remember that I kind of don't want this to get flooded, so I'm going to need to build like a wall or a big wall here. That wire broke. What is my current power grid? Okay. So it's not really all that surprising that particular wire broke. Honestly. I'm going to disable the auto repair to try and force everyone to use this coal generator! Okay. Now then, as I mentioned before, what happens to all the ice inside you, by the way? Or the salt? Do you just dump salt on the ground once you get enough of it? Okay, well, all this is working now, at least. Why has it stopped? It has stopped because that has stopped. Meaning, something is very wrong over here. In that, oh, it's too full. That's why. Alright, then let me go back to Smellerlin. Check the temperature of the oxygen. I love how the oxygen there is already -4 compared to this, which is 52. Kind of says something, that. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. You like to breathe, right? We all like to breathe. Breathing's a good thing. If you want to breathe, you need to make these pipes. Because those pipes are what's going to be your breath. Especially looking at how much stuff you have left available with those pipes. By the way... Kill that now. Okay, I've got 400 kilograms of glass over here. That means I should use it. and that it's time to make myself some good old solar panels. Oh, come on, there's just one pipe left to make, damn it. Alright, anyway, over here. If we head on over here, we can see that there is an annoying amount of garbage over here. We can build ourselves this. If we build ourselves that, we can then dig under here, basically drain out all this polluted water, and turn this area into a room of some sort. Also, I should make sure I destroy this too. It's a shame you can't teach duplicants to swim. You know? If duplicants could swim, we might have an easier time of things. Alright, the oxygen is flowing very nicely. And it's also standardizing to the temperature, so it'll have a passive, mild heat cooling effect. We'll basically start having to fuel this coal generator until this place is full, completely full of hydrogen, which will be a while. Which will take a while. Now, because of the heating effect we've seen from the oxygen, the big question is, what would be easier? Trying to make this polluted water work on this side, or just sending over the polluted water and then letting it passively heat up a little and work from there. Why are you... Guys, please, please. Star. Don't be an idiot. If you can't breathe, there's a reason for that. Go fix that reason. Now, while I can make these solar panels... Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy! I'll take the coat because all of you are crap. And I think Vivian deserves the coat because I like Vivian. Vivian's one of my favorites out of everyone here. She can carry, she can mechatronics, she can engineer, she can even build. And soon she will be able to dig as well. She's even super happy and super productive too. If we build that to stop this from leaking out over there, then Gosmond, if you would like to come back over here, please. We are going to work out a nice way for us to drain all of this water in a way that doesn't cause too much harm to us. Aren't we, Gosmond? Now, by harm to us, I mean the colony as a whole, not your individual self who keeps popping your eardrums, because we don't really care about that too much. Not at all. Cured of hypothermia. That won't last very long, will it now, Gosmond? Because you're about to get it again, I bet. Oh my god, the ice melted and now it's leaking into there. That's bad. Alright guys, in the morning we're making that. Okay? How are we doing over here? The oxygen's moving slowly, but it's also drastically filling up, which is also what we like to see. We just need to figure out all the places where we need a vent. Such as like those exosuit things. That would seem pretty good. I need a goddamn engineering room. I'm also kind of interested in what this crafting table is. Because in theory, we don't need a full exosuit. We just kind of need a... whatchamacallit? Oxygen mask station, don't we? Also, the great question is, should I use heavy watt wires for these things? Because, first up, I'm going to need to probably set up some form of wiring for them over here. What's that? One or more duplicants are trapped. Trapped? Where? How? Oh. I'm gonna guess that was because you were busy digging. And if that's the case, Gosmond, it's now your duty to build them again. Right. Now, the thing is, I kind of want to make the... Oh, thank God for that being there. Because then I can make it in the same sort of thing, too. Alright, guys. Guys, let's not waste more resources than we have to, okay? I'm starting to notice this might also generate significantly more oxygen than I can actually keep up with for needing to produce over here as well. Which is also kind of funny to me. So what can I make on this? Copper oxygen masks. Right, noted. If all we need is an oxygen mask to get into space, that's all we need. So that's all we will have to use. I'm also noticing I might need to just suck it up and make a fridge. Which, hold on. One moment. How much does this hold? 750. How much does this hold? 100. So 2 fridges actually holds more than a ration box in the same amount of space. So it is actually advantageous to have a fridge. Right. More reason I need the solar panels. Ooh. Is that what you looked like while making one of those things? Please, make another. I wish to have it as a thumbnail. Please, Vivian, do it! Someone make a thing! Oh, that looks pretty cool. That looked pretty cool. Now then, guys, if you could make these things so that we can actually use them then. Oh my god, the oxygen has just massively skyrocketed. So now the big problem is the fact there's too much carbon and chlorine everywhere. So I need some way to get rid of that. What I need to do is mop up this crap. Oxygen is low pressure or becoming scarce. Really? I wouldn't agree. Alright, so the oxygen mask docks are made. We just need someone to actually make them. Or the materials have been supplied, we just need someone to actually make them. You know, I also have to wonder if I take my ice-cold slush, could I... Wow, the magma's actually chilling out to the point where it's solidifying. That's kind of impressive. Wait. Is it possible for the magma... Can I freeze the core of this planet so that I can extract all the oil? Is the question. I also find it very impressive how we have ethanol gas somewhere in this place. Definitely need to do something about this carbon and chlorine. That's the next big question. What do I do with those? I now need to go in here and make some sort of power plant where I just store power. If I really want to do that as well... Actually... The thing about the storing the power is that, considering it's solar panels, do I need a smart battery just to store solar panels? Is the question. They produce less heat, they have less leak, but less storage. So it's a matter of how much can one of those things store in a single day, if that makes sense. I need a metal refinery. On Scozotin. That is undoubtable. How's the ventilation on this side? It looks like we've almost completely filled up the room with oxygen, with hydrogen. Making it nice and goddamn cold in there at the negative degrees that it is. And I've now got oxygen going in at negative 15-ish degrees. Very impressive. Very impressive. What's the temperature look like on this side now? Because of that? If guys could please deliver these oxygen masks that I have, please. Is that what you're doing, Vivian? So, how much oxygen goes into these? Out of interest. 20 kilograms. That's nothing. But at the same time, I also can't remember how much it stores, so probably not so bad, actually. This is good. We're now at the state where there's too much hydrogen to be able to enter there. So we should have a nice, almost constant source of hydrogen able to enter this hydrogen generator. The question is whether we can produce enough hydrogen to upkeep the requirements it has. It requires emptying. Oh, the desalinator does require someone always living here on Gozotin, then. Or Smellolin, to keep the place running. That is so sad, isn't it, Lovelace? Alright. So, main thing. We have all that we need on this we've made basically everything that we need to. And, yeah. The next thing we need is basically this stuff to go fuel the damn spaceship. Meaning, Gosmond, I think it's time for you to swap. Which, that means I'm going to need to make another bed. Or another bedroom. Or send someone else across. Probably make another bedroom's the better answer. But, for a little bit, Gosmond, you are probably going to spend your life, you know, you're probably going to spend some time sleeping on the floor. Also, you are highly stressed. You could probably use coming here just for, you know, the relaxation. Right then. Next, I want you to build that there, and then break this bleach stone. Because we've had enough of that bleach stone. Or did you come straight over here, Gosmond? Yes, you did. I am not shocked. You will be needed over there. You know what? These should be guest bedrooms, and I should make everyone proper bedrooms. But in order to make everyone proper bedrooms, I need plastic. And in order to get that plastic, I need to somehow figure out how the hell I'm going to break into here without boiling this entire goddamn place alive. I still want to try and, like, melt the place. Or freeze the place, I should say. Freeze the magma core. Why did you make a mess, Funky Charlie? You have now just poisoned our water supply. What do you mean there's no... Okay, so 5 is too little. Noted. I will reload for you. You know, 2.5 hours in, and that's the first reload, isn't too bad. You still polluted the entire place. God damn it all. Alright, Gosmond. Gosmond. You only have a couple of things you need to do before we can send you back to Gozotin, where you belong. Like, mine those 2 blocks of ice that exist for some reason. Alright, Gosmond. You may go to Gozotin. Leave the building to Funky Charlie. Okay, Gosmond. We're gonna try this again. Okay. Gosmond, go straight to the other place, please. Someone set this flow to 15 grams. In fact, you can set it to 200 grams for now. Just so that you can, you know, fix the toilet. Gosmond teleports. Gosmond immediately uses the toilet, because she desperately needs to. Excellent. She realizes there are digging jobs that need to be done. Oh, I'm sorry. She forgot to teleport in before going to the toilet. She just went straight to the toilet. Okay. Fine. Okay, Gosmond. Glitch the system. Right. Over here at Smellolin, though. No one is fixing the valve. Great. Now that that's flowing to a proper degree, we should be able to get some outflow piping, right? I'm surprised that hasn't flooded yet. We also have no power. Lovelace. What's your bladder? Almost full. Here's the thing, Lovelace. I need someone working the power. And you know who that someone is? It's you. No, it's not you. Stop it. You're being an idiot. Lovelace. Thank you. Now with that, you will be able to use the bathroom. How are we doing at Gozerton? Gozerton's fine. Alright, next thing we need to build at Gozerton. Wall there. I'm going to make bedrooms over here, because over here we can make ourselves a nice little nature reserve that people have to go through each day and night in order to work, you know? Where is Gosman, by the way? Okay. You can both actually use the bathroom now, which is the big main thing. You're both very stressed. I can't care less. If we can make this tile, we can then break that, and then we can mop up all the salt water. Let's see, 1 seed is 1 kilogram. How much seeds does one of these things eat? It actually eats hardly anything for terms of seeds. Huh. So 1 seed can last a Paku 3 days. So Pakus are actually sustainable now, is what I'm hearing, in small enough quantities. How's the oxygen doing? Still absurdly cold. Who's suffocating and how? How much power are you generating? 380. So that doesn't change as the day goes on, from the sounds of it. It might stop at night, which means we then need to work out... Well, currently it's keeping this entire place powered, are these two. Oh, now the wattage is going down. What time of the day is it? When the downtime starts. Right, so this does have an on period and an off period of basically how well it does. Which is to be expected, it's a solar panel. Then when it hits night, it completely turns off. And I'm guessing when it's daybreak is when it'll start generating power again? Yes. Now, at what peak time does it... whatchamacallit? Hold on. If I have this schedule where I basically use it to check when I have a solar generation of when the peak times and the bad times are, it should be calculable about when everything stops and begins. So when this reaches 380 is when it's at peak time. So now, which is basically there. So it's actually got peak energy generation for the majority of the day. Right, the next big problem is water, because this water is running out. So I need a new water dump. Somewhere I can just effortlessly put water without worrying about it. And to do that, we need to basically get the polluted water over here, and then we need to water sieve it in a place where it can just heat up. Which frankly isn't actually bad down here. Question is, where do I want to do it? Because I can't actually easily build something over here anymore. Unless I do it underneath. Frankly, I can also delete these algae terrariums, most of these algae terrariums now. And, if not delete, at the very least disable these ones. I wonder if it'd actually be worth trying to make a Pacu pen, considering we know about what we know about their food intake now. I mean, given the amount of food we have left on this side, and the fact we probably should do a little bit of culling. Oh yes, that's why I can't make atmosphere suits. I don't have reed fibers. That's awkward. Right, the hydrogen is building up. I thought it would. I wasn't sure. I thought it might have. I really thought it might do that. And if that's the case, I need to figure out something else I can do with the... Although, honestly, it might just be because of the coal generator being a thing. As the coal generator is a thing, it might be supplementing the power more than... Okay, never mind. Alright, then again, we still don't know if it's overproducing or something. It's definitely a thing I'm going to have to keep an eye on. I mean, it's doubtful it's going to overproduce when all of the oxygen that we generally are using is also getting pretty weak. Alright, so... This doesn't quite the hydrogen does not quite generate enough power on its own. As I say, it's too shame you can't just transfer the power between the planets, because then we'd have no problem. In fact, we technically have no problem anyway if we can just make glass. Because solar panels are overpowered now, that there's nothing stopping them. Working hard, Gosmond. You got a lot you need to build out in there, don't you? Yeah, I think it's time to break the food box and replace it with 2 fridges. Good day and welcome to the gentleman's cast. Give me someone I can use, please. Just one person I can use that's properly good. How are we doing at Smellerlin? Our oxygen's doing fine. It's still stupidly cold. In fact, it seems to be getting colder and colder. Let's hope things don't get too cold. Alright, guys. I understand making the automation wires is nice and all, but I wondered why this was starting to build up, and it's part of that reason is because you refuse to build anything. Vivian, you were so close. Thank you. Right. So now that will actually start properly doing whatchamacallit again, won't it? Okay, you can finally start mopping up. Excellent. Someone mop up all this crap. We don't need this stupid layer of water here. In addition, I'd probably prefer you want to make the pipes more than the actual storage for them, you know? I mean, the storage is all good and strong and all that, but... Thank you, Vivian. You know the best part about this, Vivian? You're increasing your strength as you do this. And you having more strength is so nice, because you are going to basically have every single stat. You're going to have construction, mining, I should build the bedrooms here, because this right here is a nature reserve. Right here, this here is a nature reserve. Good day and welcome to the gentleman's so-and-so. Are any of you worth my time? Well, you're a cook, and you're an artist. So that kind of leads to no. I mean, we only got 2 planets at the moment. I mean, if we had the 3rd planet, which I should have done by now. You know, it is kind of sad that we're still just eating lice loaf. What else can I make? Which is, you know, good. Fish, meat, and omelets. Pretty much. In other words, the only good food is that which comes from animal products, meaning the vegans are wrong. I should not make comments like that. Okay, guys, we're on hour 3, and I promised myself not to let this recording go as long as the last one did, because these take so long. So please just finish up making these pipes and everything, so that we can, you know, ship some carbon over to the rocket ship, and we'll be good. Okay? The thing that's so sad is that even with steel giving plus 200 overheat temperature, I'm not sure it's high enough. You know? Because of this goddamn magma. Which looks like it's slowly cooling. So Smellerland's just subsisting and existing and being quite happy. Well, happy being a relative term. Why are you so stressed? Popped eardrums. Again? From where? I don't care. Good day and welcome to the gentleman's. Ooh, 2 more sweetie eggs. Interesting. Sweeties live on whatchamacallit, don't they? Sulfur. Yep. Bloody little thing just had to be there, didn't you? Didn't you? I really ought to make myself a proper farm of bristle blossom. You know, not this little petty shine nymph crap. A proper one. What's the maximum size required for a nature reserve? 120. So if I connected this little area up to here, then I'd be able to get all of the lettuce, kill that just so that we can stop getting our feet wet, and then also be able to still keep the nature reserve by going over there. That sounds like a plan for the future. Oh, that's finished. You've built everything around here. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay. Then that means it's time to finish. Now we just need to create the power. And then once the power is created, we will be able to start sucking up carbon to go into our ship. But it looks like it's nap time for everyone right now, so it's perfectly fine for us to wait. One of the big things is that lettuce is such a goddamn pain to even try and whatchamacallit, domesticate, because it needs bleach stone of all things, which means you need a chlorine geyser and a bunch of puffs that can convert it into the bleach stone. It also needs salt water, meaning you need the salt water geyser, and it also has a minimum temperature, so that salt water geyser probably is going to either be too hot or too little. I like how you guys seem to take to heart that I want you to build all the tiles, not the thing I actually want you to build, which is the wires. But you're getting to the wires now, so it's all good. Just a little more, guys, and then we can start powering our rocket ship. Come on, we're almost there. This has been going on way too long. But it always does! You know another fun thing? Potentially, I could have the ability to put all these solar panels in singular rooms which would enable them the option to... I can turn them into, whatchamacallit? Power station rooms. Yeah, power control rooms. That's it. There we go. But it would... Actually, I don't even think it does need air inside them. I just need to turn them turn them into rooms, don't I? Yeah. That's a fun little factoid. Basically, it's all whatchamacallit. That's taking you longer to dig than I thought it would, Gosmond. I won't deny that. Yeah, way to go. I didn't realize you could store multiple gases in one tank. I thought each tank was subject to a singular gas. Interesting. Greetings. Go to hell. Let's take a look at all the carbon that's going up here. Well, anything that's the wrong gas, it seems to be just venting into space. Yep, it is. And we're perfectly fine with that. There's not really any reason for us to need to go into this room anymore. So the rocket ship's got a bit of fuel in it now. Not too much, though, unfortunately. So, theoretically, I could now... Why is there bloody fucking liquid chlorine? This is colder than the oxygen down below, which is somehow impressive. Anyway, I could now, just to see what happens, save it, and go into our skills, give Mr. Lovelace the piloting skill. You're being a test subject today, Mr. Lovelace. I hope you don't mind. I'm sure you do, but I also don't care. How do I assign a duplicant? There we go. If I do that, do we now have our mission parameters set? Lovelace, I swear to God, if you're idle, you can come here. Into the spaceship. And, undoubtedly, you will likely choke. We're doing it just to see how things go. Launch! Okay. You'll get there in 0 point something cycles. So it does actually... So time isn't that long. But we still have the issue of being able to breathe in there. Don't we? We're also not quite sure if there's enough fuel in the tank either. So, yeah. Looks like... I think that's a good place to end today's episode. We've got... Next week, we can and will go explore space. We're going to need some oxygen masks in order to do it, but we can do it, is the thing. Do you have to give... Do oxygen masks need regular oxygen, or can they just deal with polluted? I wonder. I'm definitely going to need to use a better generator than coal as well to help supplement this thing. Because the coal's building a bit of an extra carbon deficit that I don't like. Then again, I also don't think it matters. Especially down here. Well, I suppose it matters for the desalinator a little, but that's about it. It's a shame the desalinator can't be automatic, you know? Oh well. Well, everyone! I think that's a good place to leave today's episode. So it looks like... What can I say, other than thank you all for joining me today? I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and join me next week where we will actually reach space. But I'm afraid that until then, it's time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.